Have you ever heard of Black History Month and wondered what it's all about? Hi, I'm Jason, and this is Jason's Easy English, a podcast that helps you improve your English and learn about American culture with clear, understandable episodes in authentic, everyday language. Today, we're going to talk about Black History Month, what it is, how it began, why it happens in February, and why it still matters today. Just a quick reminder, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to follow or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Black History Month is a national celebration in the United States. Every February, Americans take time to recognize the history, culture, and achievements of Black Americans. It began in 1926. So in 2026, it will celebrate its 100-year anniversary. But it didn't start as a full month. It started as Negro History Week. At that time, many history books did not include the contributions of Black Americans. A historian named Carter G. Woodson believed that this history was essential. He wanted schools and communities to learn and teach it. February was chosen because it includes the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, two important figures connected to the end of slavery. Over time, that one week became more widely recognized. In 1976, during the U.S. bicentennial, the federal government officially recognized Black History Month. Since then, every president has continued this recognition. Black History Month is one of several cultural heritage months in the United States. There is also Hispanic Heritage Month, Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and several others. These months are established when Congress passes a resolution and the president signs it. They are designed to highlight the history and contributions of specific communities within the country. Now, let's look at some important Black Americans in more or less historical order. Frederick Douglass was born into slavery around 1818 in Maryland. Because enslaved people often did not have official birth records, the exact year is not certain. He escaped slavery and became a powerful writer and speaker. Through his speeches and autobiographies, he helped many Americans understand the cruelty of slavery and the importance of equality. Harriet Tubman also escaped slavery. After gaining her freedom, she returned many times to help others escape through a secret network known as the Underground Railroad. This network included safe houses and people who guided enslaved individuals toward freedom. She risked her life repeatedly to help others gain freedom. In 1936, Jesse Owens became famous at the Olympic Games in Berlin. He won 4 gold medals. His victories were especially meaningful because they challenged racist ideas in Nazi Germany and also highlighted racial injustice that still existed in the United States. In 1955, Rosa Parks, a civil rights activist, refused to give up her seat on a bus in Alabama. She was not just an ordinary passenger. She had been involved in civil rights work. Her action led to the Montgomery bus boycott and became a major turning point in the United States civil rights movement. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. became one of the main leaders of that movement. He believed in peaceful protest and gave powerful speeches about equality and justice. His leadership helped bring about important changes to American law. Speaking of the law, Thurgood Marshall was a lawyer who fought against segregation in public schools. He played a key role in the Supreme Court case Brown v. Board of Education in 1954, which declared school segregation unconstitutional. Later, he became the first Black justice on the United States Supreme Court. Black History Month also celebrates artists and cultural leaders. Sammy Davis Jr. was a singer, dancer, and actor who became famous during a time when racial discrimination was still common in entertainment. Lena Horne was a singer and actress who challenged racist stereotypes in places like Hollywood and Las Vegas. James Baldwin wrote novels and essays about race, identity, and American life. Toni Morrison became the first Black woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1993. And Maya Angelou wrote poetry and autobiographies that inspired millions of readers. Oprah Winfrey became one of the most influential media leaders and businesswomen in American history. So how is Black History Month observed today? In schools, teachers include lessons about Black history and culture. Students may read books by Black authors, study the civil rights movement, or participate in special programs and presentations. Communities organize events, museum exhibits, panel discussions, and cultural festivals. Public libraries and universities often host events that focus on history and current issues. The media also plays an important role. Television networks and streaming platforms highlight documentaries, films, and interviews. News programs may feature historians, artists, and community leaders. Some people ask whether Black History Month is still necessary. That question is part of an ongoing national conversation in the United States. For many years, the contributions of Black Americans were minimized or left out of textbooks. Black History Month helps correct that imbalance. It encourages reflection, learning, and dialogue. In Brazil and other Latin American countries, there are also days and months dedicated to Afro-descendant history and culture. These observances help people better understand their national history and cultural diversity. Black History Month is not only about remembering the past. It's also about recognizing present contributions in politics, science, education, sports, business, and the arts. It reminds Americans that Black history is an essential part of American history. All right, I hope that explanation was interesting and understandable. But before I let you go, let's review the main points of today's episode. We talked about what Black History Month is and how it began in 1926. We discussed why February was chosen and how it officially became a month in 1976. We reviewed important historical figures in chronological order, people like Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, Jesse Owens, Rosa Parks, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and Thurgood Marshall. We also discussed influential artists and cultural leaders like Toni Morrison, Maya Angelou, and Oprah Winfrey. Finally, we looked at how Black History Month is observed in schools, communities, and the media, and why it continues to matter today. All right, that's all I have for this particular episode. I hope you were able to understand most of it and learn something new. Be sure to follow or subscribe to my podcast, and please share Jason's Easy English with your friends who are also learning English. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you next time.